What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, check it out. Let's start this whole topic right here when it comes to these films that Marvel has been cranking out, Disney in general, really, and a lot of other woke Hollywood studios that keep trying to push this message. It's about the message. We got to get this message out there because the message is important. And we're starting to see this stuff blow up in their faces. We could have told them this. We have been telling them this, but it's like it took academics, I guess, to finally start pointing out this shit. They're questioning the ESG studies that help fuel the investing boom. A growing number of scholars say research showing companies can do well by doing good relies on shaky evidence. Yeah, I didn't need to be an academic to tell you that this ESG, it was just a bunch of horse shit. You got to actually get a return on your investment. Especially in the entertainment field, you got to make movies that make money. You got to give the audiences what they want. All right. You can't just get out here and try to preach a message. People are not going to movies to watch messages. They hear some agenda being shoved down their throat. Nobody's coming to movies for that. Again, I didn't need to be some sort of a wise academic to tell you this. All right. Common fucking sense tells you this. But no, they didn't listen. They've been coming out with articles saying Disney says ESG policies could cut into profits. Yeah, no shit, dumbass. What made them think, right, that they would be able to say, yeah, let's just make movies that don't actually please audiences, and somehow that's going to translate into money, And yeah, it was a lot of these companies that invest in ESG. So you had BlackRock and State Street and all of that kind of shit. And they were investing in these companies that basically their job was, hey, find people that are pushing the ESG message, environmental and social governance, DEI, all of that crap. Find companies that are doing that and just give them money, So everybody started, okay, we got to get our ESG, agendas updated, We got to start pushing all of this crap. And yeah, so as we circle back around to entertainment, we find it doesn't work in entertainment. I can't speak for other companies where this might actually fly, but it doesn't work in the entertainment field. You have to entertain your audience. Your audience is going to check all the way out. You're not going to make any money. People are just going to look for entertainment somewhere else. And finally, after all of this time, we finally arrived, Bob Iger, okay? Late to the party, but at least you made it somehow. Man, Bob, where you been, bro? We've been waiting on you, okay? We've been here this entire time, man. Finally figured this shit out. You can see on Cosmic Marvel, Eternals 2 is reportedly on hold at Marvel Studios. Kevin Feige, who still hasn't arrived at the party, okay, stuck in traffic, reportedly wants it to be made, but Bob Iger figured this shit out, says it's a guaranteed flop. Yeah, this is courtesy of Daniel RPK. Yeah, Bob Iger is 100% right. All right. This is an absolute guaranteed flop. All right. Nobody's checking for this thing. Nobody cares about this damn movie. And I mean, you want to talk about like ESG, the movie, okay? DEI, the movie, man. They checked every goddamn box they could check on this thing. All right. White people check. Black people check. Asian people check. Latino people check. Deaf person check. Fat person check. Gay person check. They checked every box, man. Did they miss a box? I don't know. I don't think they missed any. All right. They covered it all with the Eternals, and it was a giant flop. It was a boring movie. I think it's still the worst movie in MCU history in terms of their Rotten Tomatoes scores. Even Rotten Tomatoes was like, nah, no, sir. Okay. So yeah, Bob has finally figured this thing out. All right. And this ain't all. Concerning news for Brie Larson's fans, all right, all 15 of them, MCU reportedly not interested in AntMan 4 and Captain Marvel 3. Yeah, not only is the MCU not interested, the fans aren't interested. Nobody's interested. We haven't been interested. You've been shoving shit down our throats, and we're sick and tired of it. Everybody is checking all the way out, all right? And look, Marvel Studios prioritizes movies with higher box office guarantee following the Marvels and Ant-Man 3 box office bombs. Yeah, see, they need this bread, okay? This ESG shit, all right? These ESG studies, they have failed them. Man, we gonna make some money off the ESG. We just make whatever we want to make, okay? We ain't gotta make good movies no more. That's a thing of the past, man. Thank you, BlackRock and State Street. We get to push the message. Oh, what happened? Yeah, we gonna need this box office money now, y'all. This ain't working out like we thought it did, all right? The fans was right. The fans were right, all right? We told you, just listen to your fans and you can't go wrong, all right? Been saying that for the last 3 years. Jesus, let's go ahead and check this out. Be it the Captain Marvel sequel or Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, the Marvel Cinematic Universe saw disappointment with these two films. Even after much hype, the Marvels opened on November 10 last year with $46 million domestically to experience the worst debut in the MCU. Disney, Bob Iger, CEO Bob Iger admitted that Disney has made too many sequels. No, they've made too many trash, garbage movies, all right? That's what it is, all right? It's not too many sequels, although if you inundate people with a lot of bullshit, then yeah, it's like, okay, y'all just making bullshit. We checked out, you know? But if you just slow down, you might be able to get away with some of this woke crap. But the fact is, if you made too many great films, people wouldn't be checked out. People would be like, yo, give us more great movies. We're loving this. Marvel, we're loving this, man. Keep going. Yeah, but you just kept making bad movie after bad movie after bad movie, all right? Pretty much all of Phase 4 and Phase 5 have just been nothing but trash, you know? So it's not too many sequels. It's too much horseshit. Talking about Ant-Man 3, it was a box office disappointment for various reasons. The movie ended its theatrical run with the box office haul of around $473 million worldwide, which is considered definitely low given the stature of the MCU. Yeah, I mean, and also because of its budget. You know, they spent $200 million plus on this, not including marketing. You know, they only spent like, $80 million on Ant-Man. They probably would have just been fine. Like, oh yeah, we made our money back. We good, you know? But because of what they spent on the movie, that's the main problem. Yep, same thing with the Marvels, okay? Film has only grossed $199 million globally compared to its $275 million production budget. This box office bombing made Marvel rethink greenlighting a third film in the series. There was no point. This is a dead franchise. This part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is dead, all right? It's dead to the world. Nobody is interested in this thing. $199 million, all right? It's gotten that bad over there at Marvel. You know, they used to be able to just spit out a movie. Bam, that sucker's going to make its money back. At least do like what Ant-Man numbers. The original Ant-Man made like $500 million or something like that. You know, all right, we're going to at least be able to get that. Yeah, not even close, man. $200 million. Sheesh. All these failures gave Marvel Studios food for thought. For whatever reason, it started losing its essence among fans, and that's why, as per a report by industry insider Daniel RPK, Marvel Studios is less enthusiastic to go with Captain Marvel 3 or Ant-Man 4 kind of movies, which are seemingly not a guaranteed hit. They need money. They need the money, okay? Now we got to start making money. We can't just sit out there and just push nonsense out. Okay, we actually got to start turning a profit off of these movies we're spending $200, $250, $300 million on. I mean, it's like the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. How do you guys not understand this? You know, it's hilarious, man. The Marvels starring Brie Larson, Iman Vellani, Tiana Paris was a huge disappointment at the box office. It was supposed to be the embodiment of feminine power, but ended up getting panned by critics as well as by fans. Why? Because it's supposed to be the embodiment of feminine power and not an entertaining action comic book film. That's why, okay? This is just the embodiment of feminine power. Like, well, are we making movies that, fans want to watch? Or are you just doing some message movie, okay? You make message movies, this is what happens, and then all your fans are going to just check all the way out. People are not interested in this crap. Yeah, you got people asking on Twitter, all right, this is wild. I didn't like the film, but are they just going to ignore the Eternals getting captured by the Celestials? Yeah, I mean, they'll probably cover that in like an Avengers, maybe an Avengers movie or some side plot in some future movie or whatever. They'll probably wrap the storyline up. But again, nobody's interested in the movie. That's the main thing. Nobody wants to see an Eternals movie. They can finish the storyline some kind of way. The Wealth Dad says, keep fighting, Kevin. Yeah, look, Kevin's done, okay? Kevin can't fight this battle, man. He can't fight this. He could try, but he'll lose, all right? Again, Kevin's just late to the party, all right? He's stuck in traffic. He's going to get here eventually, and they're going to be like, yeah, let's go ahead and change gears with this whole thing, all right? I mean, that's basically what we're going to have to do. The first one wasn't a hit, so it's doubtful a sequel would do any better, of course. That's unfortunate because the Eternals is really great cinema. I guess you could say, like, there are some fans of the Eternals. Some people like that crap, but just not enough of y'all, Y'all got to go out there and buy like 20 tickets to the Eternals to make up for the rest of the people that aren't going to go show up to this thing. That's basically what it is. Bob is a flop. Bob Iger is correct. He is. Iger is dead wrong on this, really. Okay. Did you see, John, did you see the box office returns? All right. This thing is a guaranteed flop. Who's coming to watch this? Nobody. You know, he is not stupid. Salma Hayek was the only good thing about that. You damn right about that one. They should make it and release to Disney Plus. The first Eternals was good, but had too high of expectations. Nah, I'm sorry. Again, there's some people out there, again, that absolutely love this film. It's just not enough of y'all, all right? It's not enough of you, all right? The 10 of you can't, boost this thing over the finish line and make Bob Iger willing, all right, let's go ahead and drop another $200 million on this. That's just not the way this thing works, man. Bob Iger actually has a point. The original Eternals had potential, but in the end was bad cinema. It depends on who would make an Eternals 2. If someone like a James Cameron was to do this and spend the time with character development as he is so good at, it could work. I mean, it could. If they get a good filmmaker that says, hey, like James Cameron, he comes in and he expresses like some real interest and says, yo, Bob, give it to me. Give it to me, man. I got this, bro. I got this. I'm going to turn the Eternals into the biggest thing in the world. If James Cameron, Mr. $2 billion movie himself stepped in, yeah, no question about it. Bob Iger, green light right now. Do it, and I'll step all the way back. I ain't saying nothing to you, James Cameron. But James Cameron is messing with Avatar. He's not toying around with the Marvels, all right, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I should say, or the Eternals or anything over here. He's got his own thing going, and he's doing great. They'll probably be like, nah, bro. We don't want you sullying your hands over here with this bullshit. We don't want you digging through the muck and the mire trying to, create some gold, out of this horse shit that we've created, Yeah, just stay over there and do what you're doing, James. You're doing great, all right? They ain't going to want James Cameron messing around over here. Make the movies good, and if they start getting back to making films, then yes, do it. There's no chance of that, all right? They're never going to get anything more out of the Eternals than what they already got, all right? It's a wrap. Eternals had their standalone, make them fit into other movies, and give them a wrap-up after some sort of other tie-ins. Yes, that's basically what they're going to do. That's how I think they're going to handle this. They don't deserve a sequel unless they earn it, and Disney can't afford a second flop. If they work elsewhere, a 2D solo will work. If not, they don't make it. Yeah, maybe send it to animation, okay? Or whatever. But yeah, ultimately, Bob Iger is right. This thing ain't gonna make no money, all right? Just like Captain Marvel 3 ain't making money, or Ant-Man 4, okay? Bob is finally growing a brain, all right? I guess a broken clock is right twice a day. This is Bob's one of 2 times that he's been right. Anyway, folks, what do y'all think about this situation? Hey, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is in dire straits. They can't afford any more nonsense coming up out of this company. They got to get everything right going forward. People have already checked all the way out to the point their last film was a huge disaster, all right? We'll see what this does with Deadpool 3. I think Deadpool and Wolverine is probably going to do okay, but that's because it's Deadpool and it's Wolverine, not because it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, all right? We still have yet to see what they're going to do on their next thing. The last thing they did was Echo. Echo was trash, so that was bad. Coming up, I guess, after Deadpool is what, Agatha? Ah, man, it's looking really nasty right now for Marvel. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this whole situation. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.